I went to a rave this past weekend, the 3rd of December '99, with a group of friends. 2 of them were given some GHB and water and they drank a lot of it. The first, being smaller as stature, about 20 minutes later was all messed up and then passed out and started flailing around on the ground in a convulsion-type manner for about 1 to 2 minutes, and then was unrousable for about 10 minutes afterwards. He then woke up and seemed to be fine, but still kinda out of it. The second, we found about an hour later sitting against a wall slumped over and unrousable for at least 30 minutes by the time we decided to carry him to the car and leave. He suddenly regained consciousness as we were carrying him and freaked out at first and then was able to walk the rest of the way to the car. He was conscious for about half of the 20-minute drive home before passing out again in the middle of a lecture from one of our female friends. When we finally reached our destination, that's when things got really weird. He was still passed out and we attempted to awake him to go into the house, but all he would do is moan slightly in acknowledgement to our trying to wake him, as if we were just some dream taking place in his head. Then after about 15 minutes of that, we attempted to position him to be carried inside, but he started to push us away and fight us almost violently while moaning loudly and babbling incoherently, but with his eyes closed the whole time. He is not a small guy and became too difficult to deal with. After trying to do this for about 15 minutes, we finally roused him enough so he snapped out of it and was able to walk inside with some assistance. We immediately put him in a bed and covered him up. Once in the bed, he began to rock back and forth while laying on his side and moaning. It was as if he was having a dream that he couldn't wake up from. I had to leave shortly after that, but he obviously recovered since I haven't heard otherwise from anybody. What a crazy night. We were all so freaked out. The worst part was that nobody knew how much he had taken, so we didn't know whether it would just blow over or to be really worried and take him to a hospital. Be careful with GHB. Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into.